Good afternoon. My name is Jason. I'm one half of the Highwaymen.
Greetings, everybody, and I am the other, well, quarter of it, if I'm brutally honest. Good to see you all. Jay, looking bloody marvellous, mate. I've got to say, every time I see you, you look younger, and I don't quite know how you do it, but there you are.
Me neither. Me neither.
What are we doing today, bud?
We're going to talk about soulmates, the soulmate phenomenon. Do you believe in it? Is it a thing? What do you think? And a few other things besides. So soulmates. So if for those of you that don't know, the idea being, if we are in fact reincarnated beings and you have a deep love with somebody, that you in fact will find them life after life after life, and you find that person, that special person you're meant to be with you throughout your entire life or lives. Do you believe that's a thing?
Well, do you know? And I've got to say, everybody, I've come into this completely blind. I do. And I tell you why I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Because Pam and myself, we were not late in life, but we didn't meet when we were at school or anything like that. But when we did meet up, it was really bizarre. As we look back on each other's histories, we'd both been at the same places, but not quite at the same time. Really funny. So she lived where I lived. She didn't go to my school or anything like that, but she lived where I lived for a little while, and then and it was just really weird. And everywhere she's been, and everywhere that I've been, we've almost just missed each other by by a matter of, well, I suppose in all fairness, sort of months rather than
Yeah.
weeks. But I just found it really spooky and weird. So yes, Jay, I do buy into it, mate.
Did you not know what I meant when I first said it? Because obviously we've
No
rushed
idea.
this. We have rushed this today. So I mean, for me personally, so I did meet my wife very young when I was 18. But a little bit of a story. So I didn't have great friendships when I was growing up, and I mean, I had friends obviously, but there was nothing where if I wasn't there on a particular day, anyone particularly missed me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I had any really good solid friendship, and and when I got to sort of 17 years old, I kind of met this group of lads who were then like my little family, that we were a solid group. And when I was going out with girls, I didn't go out loads of girls because I said I was only 18 when I met Sarah, but I was always kind of like, well, what are the lads doing? When I'd be on a Friday night, I'd take my girlfriend out because I used to work long hours with, and stuff. And I'd always be sat there thinking, oh God, I'm sat here with her and I wonder what the lad's doing and stuff. And then that's kind of like it wasn't. Or we'd go to the same pub where I'd always go with the boys, and the boys would be sat in one corner having a great laugh, and I'd be sat with the girlfriend just trying to looking at the clock thinking, is this over yet? And so I had that scenario with the girlfriend. And the two girls that I kind of think of that went out with probably for about 6 weeks maybe, were very nice girls. It wasn't like I didn't like them, or they were very genuinely nice girls. But after a few weeks, I was kind of like, do you know what? It's not happening for me. I'd rather be out with the lads. And after I ditched the second one, which was 2 weeks before I met Sarah, I genuinely just concluded, I don't want a girlfriend. I'm not ready for that. I just want to enjoy my life being young and single and out with the boys and all the rest of it. And it was literally 2 weeks after that I'd started seeing my wife. But literally after meeting her, I didn't want to know what the lads were doing. I just dropped them all like that. It was like a ton of bricks. It was like I just met this person that I just wanted to spend every second of every day that I could possibly spend with her, that I wanted to. So it was almost like she is my, and we've been married 31 years this week, and we've been together 36 years now. And and I still say she is my best friend, and and all the rest. I go on holiday with the boys, and I have a great holiday great time going away with the boys. Different lads to those lads, but I still prefer the holidays with the wife because we just laugh a lot. We have a good time. We're very much in sync with each other. So I do believe in the whole thing of soulmates, that there is someone out there that you're sort of supposed to be with, and sometimes it's hard to find them.
Oh, yeah, yes, it is, and not everybody is as lucky as we are, and that they never find them,
No,
perhaps.
that's true.
But I just want to say something that I am in all of a lot of the things here. I love your relationship that you have
Thank you.
with your wife. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and you inspire me. And this isn't rehearsed, everybody. I promise you, this is true. So anyway, you posted something the other day, and you'd obviously gone out for a meal somewhere. It was this week, and there was some flowers waiting
Yes.
for her when you walked
Yes.
into the restaurant,
Yes.
and just stuff like 31 years, mate, absolutely beautiful. Now, Jay, I never buy Pam flowers. I just don't. But I saw that post, and I swear on my life, they're out there. And so you
And
made me go
go out and
out
buy them.
today, stop off and get some flowers for her.
Has she had them yet?
So
Has she
no,
seen them yet?
she won't get
So
home
she'll be.
till
So if you
about
never
four
buy
o'clock.
them, you're gonna actually make her. If you realise how much flowers mean, and I'll go out I mean, that was a wedding anniversary. That's why I bought flowers. But I will go out on a random day, and I'll just think I'll buy some flowers. You know, not like a big expensive bouquet, but I'll pick her some up, some nice ones, and I'll
It's
just take them home
beautiful, mate.
because women appreciate that, and it's it's not a lot of money, so I do stuff like that. But anyway, going off subject. But so if you believe in soulmates, and you believe that you can recognize your past love from a previous life somehow, then surely you're able to recognize other people that maybe you've known in the previous life, maybe your father or your child, or a sister or a brother, or a really good friend that you could actually, and you just kind of meet somebody, and there's just some sort of connection there, and it's like you've known each other forever, but you don't know why.
Yeah.
So you can meet people
Well,
that you don't know.
well, thinking outside the box, here we go, because I have thought about this in the past as well. And even though you knew them in a previous life as, let's say, your dad, for
Yeah.
argument's sake, in the next life, they might not be a bloke,
Yeah.
it might be a woman.
Yes.
And they could be a completely different form. But I remember when I was very young, I was at school, and walking through, I don't know where we were, I still don't know where we were. Anyway, walking through this place with my mate, 'cause I was too young to have a girlfriend, and there was this girl and her parents walking towards her, and she was probably a little bit older than me.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and she looked at me, and our eyes locked. And oh my God, I knew her. I knew her
Yeah.
so well. I didn't, but I absolutely did. And you know that she knew me as well, because she just literally, because I was a little kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she
Just looks
was
at you in a
probably
way.
2 or 3 years older. The last thing she's going to do is look at a
Yeah.
little lad. And so she was like, but we knew each other. We absolutely knew. And it was one of those things where we just could not stop eye contact as we went past each other and looked at each other. And that carried on until we literally lost sight of each other. And still to this day, I think of her.
That's interesting. And so, but another one to flip it on is a completely the other way. Have you ever met somebody? I mean, you and I get on with everybody, don't we? But have you ever met somebody that you just instantly take almost a hatred to, because you just sort of see someone you don't like them? Maybe an arch enemy in a previous life, maybe somebody who's killed you in a previous life. That you just kind of, for some reason, and I've had this before. I mean, I used to. There was actually somebody I used to talk to on the phone. There was I swear she was an ex-wife in a previous life, because
Mother-in-law.
I spoke to her only about 3 times, and it was I can't remember. It was, she was in the accounts department at one company, and it was. But and I'm always rational with people, and there's always I'm always someone else's side of the story and all the rest of it. But I just couldn't. We just hated each other, and I don't know. We never met. We just couldn't speak to each other, and I couldn't even find her. And I even spoke to about somebody afterwards, and I said to him, I just don't get on with it. I can't even say it's her. I can't even say it's not me, because we just don't like each other for no reason whatsoever. And I get on with everybody. It's just one of those. So, and there was another lad actually, I remember from when I was at school, who he actually turned out to be a really nice lad, and I really did like him in the end. But met him, just hated him, like hate. I mean, hate's a strong word as well. Just to sort of hate someone off the bat without even knowing them. So again, I think, is that something that where someone's done something wrong in a previous incarnation? That's a possibility.
Oh, I've had to think, because we are very, very similar.
Yeah.
I've had to think very carefully about, have I ever met and only one, if I'm honest, one person. And I remember thinking, well, why? What have they done? What have they done, or what have I done? There was no logical reason, nothing that either of us had done to it. But instantly, one person. But I did have to think about that.
But going back to
there you are.
going back to what you're saying about the young lady, I actually remember being in an airport lounge once. I can't remember where it was, and I seem to think I was on my own, but I actually saw a bloke walking into. He was queuing for a sandwich or something, and I just looked at this bloke. I don't think he saw me, but I just looked at him and I thought, I just couldn't stop looking at him. I don't know. There was some, I'd say attraction, not sort of attraction as in a fancy you attraction, but I kind of just remember feeling an attraction. Like I couldn't stop looking at him.
Pull, a magnetic
Like I
pull.
recognised this person. I was in Holland or
Ah,
Croatia or somewhere, and I remember having that once. And I thought, and I just remember second guessing myself the whole time, thinking that was weird. Why was I kind of drawn to this person? That was strange. But there's another phenomenon because we've had this soulmates thing on the list. It's come up a few weeks now, and you've kind of dismissed it. And so I did a bit of research. There's another thing called a twin flame. Now, a twin flame is a theory where a soul splits and you end up with two parts of the same soul. So you kind of recognize each other. And again, a bit like you and Pam, you've had very similar paths and things have been very similar, and you're actually part of the same soul that's actually split to two. And I've never heard of it before until I started to look for this. Yeah. And sometimes it's romantically involved, and sometimes it's not romantically involved, but it's just kind of this kind of person that mimics you in so many ways that it's almost like you.
yeah, you know what? I can see merit in that, to be honest. Yeah. There is so many weird things. I mean, yeah, you know full well that I believe in reincarnation,
Yes.
and I'm sure we've lived before. There's been too many things, you know, too many experiences, and I think we've actually done some of them. But yeah, my God, I'd never even didn't have a clue what this was about. But yeah, I will completely buy into that, Jay, 110%.
Cool. So anyway, let us know what you think. Have you met your soulmate? Are you still looking for your soulmate? Do you believe that they are out there? Have you met your arch nemesis? Have you hated somebody for no reason? Let us know. We want to know. Leave it in the comments.
We do want to know. We do. Jay, I'm just going to change the subject massively here. And I'm looking at you and I'm looking at me up in the little top right-hand corner. And I'm thinking we could put on ABBA tribute band together, mate, quite frankly.
Benny and Bjorn.
So I think we're Benny and Bjork looking at us. So all we want is a couple of young ladies who want to join us.
Bjork's a different person altogether, mate. Bjork's that little Icelandic lady. It's Benny and Bjorn. Benny and Bjorn. But one of us is going to have a shave. One of us is going to have a shave. Because
why?
Bjorn had no beard. And they both had very...
At some point he did.
He didn't. He never had a beard. Benny had a beard. Bjorn never did.
Oh, he must have done.
No, he didn't.
I bet he has.
And
he had his freaking face buried in between Agnetta's legs. He had a bit of a beard going on then.
They both have had dodgy haircuts as well. Although I had quite a dodgy haircut until about a year ago, didn't I? Until I shaved it all off. Look back at some of the older videos of me, and you've seen me with my long hair. Not a good look. I look like
trendy at the time, mate.
There was a photo I took. I've got really thick hair. You can't really see it. And when I was on holiday, it was. And ladies, if any ladies are watching this, they'll understand what happens when long hair with on holiday and moisture and stuff. I look like Rocky Dennis. Do you know who Rocky Dennis is? Have you ever seen the film Mask with Cher?
Yes, now I do know you mean.
I'll put the comparison photo up, and you'll see what I mean. I look like Rocky Dennis. Anyway, I think we should leave that there.
I do know you mean now.
We should leave that there.
Moustache rides.
No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah, it was. No, it's not. It's not. I promise you. So the film with Rocky. The film Mask, where the lads deformed, and Cher's boyfriend at the time is a biker. And,
played by Sam. Yeah, I was thinking more that I look like Rocky, not the love interest.
Well, yes, I'm gathering where you're going.
Yeah, Sam Elliott.
If you do watch that mustache rides, if you remember, he had a
Mustache.
massive
Yeah,
mustache that
yeah.
the love interest guy did,
Yeah, Sam Elliott.
and the biker gang was called Mustache Rides.
Oh, I didn't know that. And I never knew that. There you go. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Anyway, thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And what else, Steve?
Coming from a long way, Jay, this one. So stand by, everybody. You need to hold on to them and get pressing that bell in.
Well done. Thanks for watching. See you all next time.
Cheers, everybody. Take care.